All right, it is Blues to Do TV here on a Sunday. Is it afternoon already?
Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
did I lose an hour? I'm still checking my clock. I'm sure you are too. And tonight's the Academy Awards. There's a lot going on. I know it's raining, so hopefully you're indoors watching the show. And it is Blues to Do TV. My name is Marlee Walker. Glad to be here. I did get to go to Jazz Alley this week and watched a great show. Curtis, Salgado, and everybody. And I got my Jazz Alley hat on, and I will get more tickets in the future to give away, so keep tuning in. And if you want to show up live, that's how you win the tickets. That's the trick, isn't it? And thanks to Lisa K. Dieter for doing the theme song for the show years ago that we still use. I appreciate that, and I want to make sure and give you a shout-out. Thank you very much, Lisa. This is a weekly live streaming podcast. I used to be on the radio and television and print, and I got derailed, and I did some other jobs to stay living in Seattle, and so I'm back. Not perfect, but working on it, getting better all the time. That's the whole gospel song I keep going back to. We do have free coffee and treats every Sunday here, so please join us. It's helpful to have a live audience here Sundays at 1 o'clock. And my guest this week is going to be the magnificent Elnah Jordan. We've been friends for a long time. I'm looking forward to having another conversation with her. You can watch our conversation anytime at youtube.com/C/Seattle Drum School. We are here at the Seattle Drum School in Georgetown, and it is the second Sunday of the month, so they have a showcase this afternoon. Am I right, Christian? Yeah, you were telling me you got all set up for that. So they're going to do a showcase this afternoon. Second Sunday, it's Mo Jams for the young kids, so they get to come in and jam together, learn how to jam. It's so cool what they do here at the drum school. And I also want to thank our sponsor, Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. We've got a QR code that'll come up on the screen. You can scan that and find your direct connection to Mitch and that sauce, mitchesfoods.com. We're looking for more sponsors, by the way. We are broadcasting on Duwamish land in Seattle's Georgetown area from the lab, LAB. That's the little auditorium in the back at 1010 at the Seattle Drum School of Music. We recognize the Duwamish people and thank them for taking care of this land for generations. We're still working on paying the rent. Hey, how about a rent party?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a great way to have
That's
everybody
always
come
a good
together
thing.
and have fun and not have a big controversy or discussion even. Just play some music. That'll bring us together. All right, thanks for tuning in. We are also working on our new website, so we'll have new things, like this will show up on other platforms. Is that the word?
Yeah.
I'm still learning. So stay with us. All right, that's the intro to my show. And today, blues prevention, a bathroom review, a calendar, and Elnah Jordan. That's going to be the highlight of the show for today. My reason of the week for the blues has got to be gas prices. I don't know why they just jumped up like 40, 50 cents all of a sudden. 60
I went to get
cents.
gas today, and it was like,
I'm like,
what happened to $3-something? And
Three
I
and a
paid
half-
$5.
And they have like advertisements about how it's $2.50 in the rest of the country. So I got this theory. Anyway, don't even get me started. I won't discuss that
It's
right now. We're
called
here
greed.
for the music. Yes, it's about
It's
it totally is about
It's all
greed.
about greed.
Okay, let's do our blues prevention. Now that we've discussed our reason of the week for the blues, which does come up regularly. Blues prevention is basically my decades of being on the planet collecting paper that seems to be wise. That's a wise piece of paper from whomever, the Dalai Lama, whomever it is. And I'm working on that Dalai Lama list backwards. So in the last couple weeks, we've done the 5 A's about relationships. What's a healthy relationship? The 5 A's. If you don't know what those are, check out my show. Go ahead and look at the show. It's just the beginning of the show. It's not very long. This week, 3 more items. Where's that Dalai Lama list? Are you going to put it up for me? Oh, he's got it. He's got it coming. And it's typed, but it's sort of hard to read. It's a little disconnected. But we went through the bottom 3 and then the next 3. And the next 3 coming at you. I can't read them until you get them up there. All right. This is the Seattle Drum School. So if you want a guitar lesson, a piano lesson, a voice lesson, or any kind of lesson, the Seattle Drum School is where you come. It is in Georgetown. It's a great place. Oh, here we are. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm a little disconnected today. It's this clock thingy. Okay. In disagreements with loved ones, deal only with the current situation. Don't bring up the past. That one's a hard one for me. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Okay. A loving atmosphere in your home is the foundation for your life. Okay, that's kind of like world peace starts at home. That's how I feel it. If you have peace at home, that's sort of
what we're gonna talk about.
it's like a pond. It just ripples out, and then everybody got peace. So then one more. Live a good, honorable life, and then when you get older and you think back, you'll be able to enjoy it a second time. I think that's a well. Your memories are a fun way to check back. Okay, that's our little bit of wisdom. We'll pick up 3 more this next week. Okay, Jazz Alley bathroom review. It's always pretty in there. It's always clean. During the pandemic, they put up these things and made it separated, and so there's a picture. Not a great picture, but it is clean, I'm telling you. I don't review bathrooms that aren't, put it that way. All right, so Jazz Alley got a couple pictures, and a lot of stalls, very clean.
Yeah, clean.
See, they got those little plastic separators. Yeah, so yeah, you got a nice bathroom at Jazz Alley, guaranteed. All right. My guest today was, you were born in Dayton, Ohio, or went to high school?
I was born in
Columbus, Ohio, but you went to high school in Dayton. She's been all over the world. Her father was serving in the military, so they traveled around. Went to San Francisco for a while.
No, I went back.
You went.
That's where I went.
Okay,
when I got home.
my bad. You went to Spokane. You went to Everett. You went to Texas. I know that much. And then you made it to Seattle with your folks. They're still here, amazingly.
Yeah.
Amazingly.
They came back here to retire.
And it's been decades, and they're still here, so we'll talk about them too. San Francisco was part of your you embraced the hippie culture down there, and found your rebel.
Yeah.
You're still finding your rebel.
I used to call myself a rebel without a cause.
Now you got a cause.
I got a cause now.
Oh, good. We're going to talk about that right here and now. It is the Elnah Jordan experience. She sings music. She's been singing music in Seattle for decades now. And we have a couple of CDs. We're going to work on some more. You got a QR code that'll get you directly to those CDs right there on that poster. Right up there, that golden one. Isn't that pretty? So, yes, a QR code, not my thing, but, if that's your thing, there it is for you. So a couple of CDs out. Her latest is called People Get Ready. So I hope you're ready for this. She's been on the cover of Earshot. She performs regularly with Eric Verlinde, one of the best piano players in town.
Over 15 years.
How'd you find him anyway?
Again, the universe. And once we connected, he didn't like me at first because I was loud and boisterous, but I was also very nervous, a lot of anxiety. But then, like I said, we found each other in my mom's church, and he was a piano player, and we just, I don't know, it's one of those things you go with, and we didn't know it was going to be 15 years. It's just like, but we connect.
Well, and you just mentioned something I forgot to say in your intro, that your mom, a gospel pianist, had a lot of influence on you musically. That's your roots.
If you'd say roots, that would be my roots.
That's where you came from.
And my father was a preacher, and I got my voice from him.
When did you find your voice?
I can tell you exactly when. I was 3 years old, and I got a spanking for something I didn't do. And I didn't understand it, and I got sent to the attic, and I remember looking out the window, just crying, because that was my first, I didn't do anything. It's like, I know I didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden I started singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And it brought me such much peace that whenever I felt anything, I could always sing a song. Mm-hmm. So from there, it's been my way of coping. So that was and I remember it so vividly. I still didn't at that point, don't know if I have a good voice, bad, whatever. But I know that the action and doing it brought me tremendous peace at that moment, and I've held on to it ever since.
And that's the energy you talk about when you talk about music, and its powerful impact on you and the people you sing to.
People don't realize how powerful it is. It's a universal language. I mean, I come across people who don't even speak English that come up to me and hug me and just your voice. But I want people to know I'm more than a voice. And through all the trauma I've been through the last 2 years, I'm going to use my voice for good. You know, I'm going to use my voice as a messenger because God's using me as a messenger. And the vision is so clear that I have no choice but to obey.
Okay. That's a word.
Well, that's a word I've been using a lot this year. And my mantra this year is I'm not on demand and I don't obey. Period.
See, I was going to say the
But
rebel in you doesn't obey.
No, it doesn't do that. But you don't question God.
Okay. That's what you're saying. That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was so distraught and so lost after my son died, June 22nd, 22, that this is my growth. This is all part of my growth. I had to sit in it. I had to let my whole life flash before my eyes. I had to make sense out of nonsense.
Figure out what's the funnest thing I've ever done and do it.
It wasn't about me.
Okay, right.
At this point, we have to realize we have control over nothing. Mm-hmm. So I did some courses in the universe and the abundance.
Where did you take courses?
It wasn't a course. It was a group I joined that wanted to be the most valuable thing I've ever done.
Tell me more.
So it was a group that you paid to be into, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. But everybody involved was very professional. In fact, I'm still friends with them. One is my masseuse, Sayasu. One is a known artist. And then I got a spiritual coach out of that. I worked with her for 2 years.
Wow.
I paid dearly for it. But I did everything I had to do because I had to find peace. So
after losing your son.
Even before that I started, but after that it got real serious.
Sure.
So it's not like I'm bragging about something I did. I'm saying this is the journey that I went through.
It is a process.
It's a process, and I still tell people. I thought, okay, the grieving thing was intense, but I have to tell people I have to honor the process. Even though I do hospice and I do all that, and I've been a caregiver for 40 years, when it hits you like that and it's your only son, it sure makes you think.
Right.
You know, so that's been a journey within itself. So with all of this, all I'm saying is that I've arrived. Mm-hmm. I've grown into the woman I want to be.
Amen.
I like me.
You lost a lot of weight, too.
I lost a lot of weight.
Look out. How much?
About 160 so far.
Oh, that's a whole person.
Yeah.
Holy
but it doesn't
cow.
change the aging process. Now, let me make this clear. Everybody says, oh, you look good, you feel good, I dance like a mug. I love to move, but I pay for it. You can't change the aging process. My body is still getting old. But I'm glad I lost the weight because I can move now. I can do a lot more. I have a lot more stamina, but I still have limitations. I can do the same stuff, but I got to do it a different way. I'll be 69.
Looking good.
I'll be 69. That's serious. You know, no matter how you sugarcoat it.
It's still a healthy 69.
It's a healthy 69.
And
because I did the work.
Right. You've changed your diet.
I changed everything.
Do you want to talk about any of that? Or?
Sure.
It's about the music for this, but
I think that when you know better, you do better. And I knew that I was the only one that could change where I was going. You know, and I'm glad I did because I couldn't have gone through all this trauma with all that weight. I would be dead, seriously. Right. So I did 7 sugar detoxes.
Wow.
I changed everything I eat clean.
When you say that, what do you mean? Clean, like?
I don't eat processed food. I try not to at all.
Ding.
At all. Yeah. And if you realize, and through my education, you realize there's 48 names for sugar. So it's literally in everything that they process. So then they addict you to it, and now they want to charge you for the sugar tax. So it's like, okay, I'm so glad I did what I did because that eliminates me. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I go in the store and see all these prices, I go, well, it bothers me if I was eating that way. But I don't eat that way. So it's like I can't buy an Oreo to save my life. And I love them, and I can't do it.
Right. Well, and what do they say about going to the outside of the, so you get to the meat section, you get to the vegetable section?
The meat's not real. The meat's, if I eat meat, then I go to the butcher, and if I want hamburger, I have them ground up what I want.
I see.
I don't eat Safeway chicken. I don't need none of that.
Right.
I mean, there's chemicals literally in everything. And now my body's clean, so I feel it. When I eat it, I feel it.
Wow.
I can taste the chemical in something and I can't eat it anymore. MSG, all that stuff. I can taste all that.
It's hard to eat at restaurants too, I bet.
I don't.
Right.
Because of my teeth. I don't.
Okay.
And that's also, it all works for my good. You know what I'm saying? Everything works for my good.
Okay.
That's why I'm talking about the universe. You know, everything I've done has fallen in place, and I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right things at the right time.
And you had to stay open at the right time.
Oh, yeah.
Be open to that universal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got?
Like I said,
you? Oh, you're so beautiful.
I
And
didn't-
there's Eric.
Yeah.
Look out.
Yeah, that's me. That was me halfway through my journey. I'd lost
weight.
about 50,
Wow.
60 pounds there. But then it just...
100 more.
Well, what happens is that you don't chase the weight loss, you chase the feeling good.
Sure.
You know, and then that was like, okay, I feel bad. And when you know why you feel bad, then you stop doing what made you feel bad. So it's like we've been reprogrammed. We've been lied to. You know what I'm saying? We've given everybody our control. I'm telling people, take your control back. No. All you have to do is say no. If I can get people to just say no, not go to your politicians, not go to all that. No, in your soul, in your spirit, things that you know that aren't right, we can change.
Inner peace starts.
We can change.
World peace, like I was saying. Yeah.
From now on, Marlee, my purpose for singing is I've gotten the message because the Spirit's been working with me. And I've been told that I have to bring back our old mindset. We have to care about each other. We have to start with us independently. I want to encourage human decency. I want to encourage helping you. Just a smiling, you would be surprised just what a smile does to somebody else who needs one. I'm so popular in Rainier, it's ridiculous. I mean, I can't go in the Safeway, but I have a little old lady that follows me all over the store, didn't speak any English, just trying to talk to me. She goes, you're smiling. And then she waited for me at the door after. So, we got to take that time because you don't know who you can bless, even with the word, a smile. That's where I'm coming from.
Right. I like to acknowledge people and know
yes, we don't do it.
Recognize their names. I mean, just say, what's your name?
Yes.
And make eye contact. Those little things.
God has told me, get off the phone. That was also planted. That's also designed. We have to start talking to each other. We have to start communicating. You have to touch the next person. If I only have $4, and believe me, I'm broke because I'm fighting all these people about my money and this moving stuff. I'd still buy somebody a cup of coffee.
Right.
If I have $4, I'll give a homeless person $2 or walk them in there and get them something to eat. But if everybody that is, and I've been almost homeless twice in a year. That was ridiculous. And they emptied all my money. If it wasn't for my community, which I want to take this time to thank them, I didn't know I had a community till I got into all this trouble. And then they came out of the woodwork. Eric put me in an Airbnb the first time for a weekend so I could get my thoughts together. I mean, nobody let me hit the ground. Then my son dies. Again, they're there. And then it happens again. The sewer breaks comes through the apartment. Everybody's dogging me. I'm feeling like the gum on the bottom of everybody's shoe. I'm fighting that too. But this is what's bringing all this about, is the way I was treated, the way I was made to feel, and that it's supposed to be normal. Well, people, we can't normalize stuff. We've got to unnormalize what we think is normal because it's evil.
Right.
It's bad.
Right. Don't get used to that.
Don't get used to that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They got us on the phone so we don't talk. We got on the phone. Right. We have to start talking.
Text and stuff.
Communicate.
Right. Okay, the message. Are you getting the message? I hope you are. Just a brief break because I do have a message I have to get out too.
Yes.
But we're going to get back to part 2 with Elnah Jordan, talk more about the music that she's making, and she is making more music. Meanwhile, a big shout out, a big hug, a big love to Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. Mitch said, I want to sponsor your show. And that, we'll talk about community. Made me know I'm going to do this and I'm going to get support. And I got support. So just want to give a shout out to Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. And, there he is.
Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce.
I thought you were saying bitches.
Well, the sauce boss says you've tried the rest. Well, you'll be back, cause this one's best. Mitch's best buffalo sauce.
Oh, that's going to be an earworm, I swear. It gets in my head. I start vacuuming.
That's cute. That's
with just the right heat and just the right bite. This rich and creamy sauce made with all real butter tastes great on everything except dessert. Although that's negotiable. Handmade in small batches, it's made like a gourmet French sauce. It tastes great on any chicken dish, including wings. It's also great on any seafood, roasted vegetables, and many other foods. Available locally at QFC, Metropolitan Markets, Hagen Markets, and most fine meat shops in the Puget Sound area. Order directly from Chef Mitch himself, the sauce boss, at mitchesfoods.com. Now, he'll be here on the 21st of April as my guest. Looking forward to having a conversation with him. And, yeah, we're going to have the All-Star Women Jam that day. So it's going to be a fun day, the 21st of April. Looking forward to that. He's got great stuff. We're going to put some food out and have ourselves a good time like we did last time. And you are invited too, Miss Elnah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
have
Thank
a
you.
room full
Thank
of
you.
great women musicians, and we get down. We get down like a different...
Yeah, like I said, I'm old. I don't get out like that. I
Right.
mean, it's hard for me to just...
Right.
And I don't like traveling by myself, but I try to... My goal is to get out more
I hear you.
and support my community.
Yeah, my guest last week, Bobby Vague, he said, yeah, I'll come, but who's going to carry my amp? And by the way, it's a really special amp. You can't just and who's going to drive me? And all the stuff that has to happen before you get on stage to sing. So you got to get paid for all of that work.
I don't get paid, but I realize how much energy it takes to do it, and I can't do it as fast, and I have to stay organized, or I can't do it. And my musicians know I'm a senior. Y'all have to assist me.
Work with you.
Yeah, yeah. And I make sure they walk me in my car, all of it.
Right,
you
right.
know?
Get
Yeah.
a hand up or whatever
I'm old.
stairs.
I
Yeah.
know I can't. You know, if I fall, it's over.
Well, congratulations on losing all the weight and for you to
Thank you.
to see who you are now and get that voice, you know, to use that tool at
Yeah,
69.
I
love it.
want people to know I'm more than a voice.
Yes. Well, now I've seen you since you started doing your annual shows at the Royal Room for your birthday.
Yeah.
I've known you before then, and I was like, yes, cool idea.
I know
great
it's been over
place.
10 years I've been there.
And they let you take over annually.
Well,
so,
they told me I've been there more than anybody since they opened.
Nice.
Yeah,
What a great
and
record.
that I'm family.
And that's coming up this next week, isn't it?
Yes, March 19th, I'll be 69.
Look out.
Yeah.
And that's the same day as the show at the Royal. So the
Yeah.
19th.
Yeah.
Same day as your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time to get some flowers.
It's gonna be fun. I have 2 spoken word artists, and like I was saying before, the reason for me even continuing singing is I have a purpose now, and and I'm obeying. I'm obeying my spirit. I have to bring back attention to human decency. I have to open people's eyes. I have to. You know, it's just what we're doing is not working, and the only way to do it is through music, I think.
I think so.
And so it's like they threatened to sue me because I wouldn't shut up about being, the lawsuit about me moving, right? So I was supposed to be intimidated, and this old lady, and I'm supposed to run around and cry and run away. I go, oh, okay. So I'm laying in bed, and God says, well, do a show. I went, okay. So although I can't call him out because my lawyer will be there and he told me I can't, I still, for the rest of my life, will be speaking on during my shows. There's a message in the music, and the music is in the message. And that means all our musicians, they all giving their souls. We all are giving. That's the most vulnerable time for all of us. But we're willing to do it. So it's important to me, that I put out my truth.
And have a mission. You have a mission.
I have a mission.
Tell me your mission. Sum it up if you had an elevator minute.
Hey.
What would be your mission statement?
To bring people together, to say no. We can't change anything unless we change it with us, and it starts with us within.
Now, your latest record, People Get Ready. Tell me about that song.
Well,
Does that tie into the mission?
This is again the universe. All the songs on this CD are the songs I was channeling when I was worried about my son and where was he, because he was homeless, he was schizophrenic, but he was homeless by choice. That was his community, so I had to let him go. So all these songs, people don't know that after gigs, they say I disappear. What they didn't know during those years, I was getting in my car and trying to go find him. He'd be in Burien, he'd be in Auburn, but that's the mother's love, right?
Right.
So it's been hard, but now I gotta do this. I gotta.
People get ready.
So all those songs are about him, really.
Yeah.
So not that I wanted it, but he died just before we were gonna release it. I mean, days, weeks, and I said, okay, well this whole CD is about him. So we did his memorial at a show because I was not gonna let my family get involved because they didn't support him when he was alive, so you don't get to do it now. And we did a hell of a show. I mean, but it was my grieving, but it was also, I couldn't talk for 2 weeks after that. And then I traveled to Dayton, Ohio with people I hitchhiked with when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
They came and got me. That's the friends I have. These are friends I know for 50 years. When I got in trouble, they got in their car, came and got me.
Wow.
And drove me. They said, no, we're going to, and I needed that. I needed that open space. I needed that. It's been a journey, girl.
Yeah.
But then God said, do a show. So not be quiet, not back up. But this is the way I'm going to fight. I have a platform. Oh, believe me, I just realized that.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, I got a voice. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, you do.
And nobody can shut me up. Ain't nobody been able to shut me up.
Well, now I love it when you nail some Coco Taylor, but you're not a blues singer.
Yeah.
You're not a jazz singer. You're everything you want to be.
Thank
you can
you.
do some Nina Simone.
I
You
do
can cover the
everything.
waterfront.
Because I've done everything. And that's why I got upset. And also the other message I got was, I'm not a jazz singer. I'm not a blues singer. Everybody kept trying to label me. Right. But nobody
In a
asked
box.
me what I wanted to be. And I realized I was fighting to try to stay up with them. It's like, wait a minute, that ain't even me.
I'm not going to ask you.
So it's so nice for me to know who I am and that my music is okay. I don't even care. It's my message.
Yeah.
And if you notice, all my songs have a message in it.
Well, tell me about that. What is your favorite gospel song? You said you were raised with the gospel music. Your mom.
God, there's
tell
so
me.
many.
But what one do you go to? Like,
I got a feeling everything is gonna be all right. I got a feeling everything is gonna be all right. I got a feeling everything is gonna be all right. Be all right. Be all right. Be all right.
Oh, that's beautiful. I hope it's not copywritten.
Oh, that's an old gospel song.
Good.
Everything I have is old. And that's another thing. I don't have to keep up with nobody. I just have to do what I do. And whatever the Lord puts through me, whatever the spirit, whatever the energy, whatever the universe is putting through me is what's coming out. And so now I just do it.
Yeah.
I don't try to explain it. I don't have any more explanations. And I quit explaining stuff to people if you don't receive. That's another thing. I don't waste my tone. I don't waste my voice. Right. You know, so it's like, I've grown.
Well, you got a grant. You have more work
Grant's
to do.
gone, but I used that grant Eric and I play in retirement homes. So, and it's such a joy because I was a caregiver for so long to go full circle and go in and take the music and just to see how happy, because they can't get to us. But we've been doing this for 10 years, over 10 years.
Great audience. So captive.
No, they really appreciate it.
They really do.
They really
do.
appreciate it. And then there again, I do everything. I do all of Georgia Brown. I do all. They ask for gospel, I do gospel. If they want blues, if they want folk, I do folk.
Give them a country song. What the heck?
Yeah. I was at the winery. This is how I've been so aware. I'm at the winery doing this gig, and this lady asked me, "Will you do a folk?" Because I was telling my San Francisco thing. I was a street musician, and I play guitar. So she said, "Well, will you do a folk song?" And I was caught like, "Oh shit, what do I do?" And then somebody said, "Blowing in the Wind," and it was just me and Alex Chasley, which. I said, I had the best musicians in Seattle. I got Alex Chasley, Maureen Alberta. I have Eric Valinde. I have Josh Rawlings. I mean, you know. So we did Blowing in the Wind. Oh, my God. And I hadn't done anything like that in 20 years. And it was like, I went full circle. I had a flashback right there. I said, "Oh, you've just gone full circle," but it was so intense and so beautiful that I kept it. We keep it. So now I'm doing folk song, and I got a acoustic.
Totally.
I have a
Oh,
acoustic.
the lyrics are so powerful.
Oh my
They're
God!
so present. Like
Oh my!
today,
I
they
still
mean.
cry when I do it.
Yeah.
And that goes so shows that we haven't gone anywhere.
Well, see, and I started playing music recently in a little restaurant just because I had
Yeah,
to
you
push
told me.
myself out
Yeah.
there. That's one of the songs I do.
Yeah.
Timeless lyrics.
The words are incredible. Well, everything I do is timeless.
Right,
if
right.
you realize it,
Right,
if you look
right.
on this, everything I do is
Amen.
everything.
You got to check her out. The Elnah Jordan Experience. We're just about. Oh, we are out of time.
You can find my CD on elnahjordanexperience.com.
Right there, that QR code if you
Oh, you
need
got it.
help
Okay,
getting there. And meanwhile, you can watch the archives of this show and other shows, all the shows we've done on YouTube since September this past year.
And congratulations.
Well, thank you. It was
on
tough
being
getting back on the horse.
Yeah, I know
but
it was.
I'm back.
But
so
we do what we got to do.
yeah, and I have a mission too. I'm with you
Yeah,
on that.
yeah,
Give me your hand. I appreciate you very much.
yeah,
We're on the mission
yeah,
together.
yeah.
We are at the lab at the Seattle Drum School. They're going to have a jam featured students this afternoon. It's a Mo Jam showcase. Yeah, they got the showcase second Sunday of the month. What do you got? You got a gig? Tell me about it.
I just want to tell you about the future gigs.
Not just your birthday gig at the Royal Room on the 19th.
Actually, I'm really slammed this month, thank God. But I'm at Overlake Golf Course
Cool.
on the 14th.
Okay.
I'm at Simply Soul from 7 to 10 the next day on the 15th.
Nice. You are busy.
Yeah, I am busy. And all the bands, just everybody's playing with me is outrageous. And then my birthday on the 19th. And then I have Ohm Culture Center Dance
Cool. On the 22nd.
on the 22nd. I'm at a fundraiser for theater people at Mount Baker from 6 to something.
On the 23rd.
Right. And then
Cool.
I'm at North City Bistro on the 29th.
29th. And that's just March.
That's just March.
You're going to be appearing, I'm sure, at festivals and
I don't know. I'm
things.
trying to get in there. So if anybody, because I love festivals and I love singing outside and I want to get in that circuit. So anybody that can help me do that, please contact me, Elnah Jordan Experience, or just email me at Yahoo.
Definitely.
But that's my goal, and I really want to do a small tour of wineries in Walla Walla, I hope, in the summer.
Oh, good idea.
But you know, it also depends on the universe. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
But those are the plans.
Well, I because of daylight savings, I'll just blame that. I didn't get my calendar research done, so I'm going to make sure I did do that this week and get all the festivals, all the dates, so
I
you can
really
plan
wanna-
your vacations. All that stuff's going on right about now. And whoever hasn't booked everything, consider Elnah Jordan.
do.
Because
Please
they
do.
do book a lot of that. Right about now, they're pretty much wrapping up. But yeah, if there's some openings, put the Elnah Jordan Experience in your lineup.
And we can bring anything. I can bring acoustic. I can bring a band. I can just bring a piano.
got the
player.
best
It doesn't
people,
matter. I
the
do.
best people around
I
you.
have such a variety of shows I can do.
Amen. And such a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you,
Where's
Marlee.
baby? Where's your little baby?
She's right here. Come here, baby.
Little dog.
Come
Little 16-year-old
Come here.
pet. I cannot believe she's really looking good for 16. Yep, look at her go.
Everybody knows, baby.
Everywhere
This is
you
baby.
go. So it is Blues to Do TV live streaming here at the Seattle Drum School. Real music, real people, and real stories.
Which is why I did this.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
you
for
for the
being a part of it. Yeah. Looking forward to that birthday party. That's going to be some
I can't
fun.
Wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And for me to be excited is really hard. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever be excited again since my son's gone, but I am starting to live again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm excited about life, which I'm excited about that.
I didn't even ask you about the blues you're doing these days. Are you still doing some Coco Taylor?
You know what? I do when it comes through, and I was doing the blues dances, but it felt like they were hijacking blues,
Oh, okay.
and it's an ethnic thing with me. I don't mind people, but you have to give blues credit where blues needs credit.
Yep.
And if you want a certain kind of blues, then you hire those certain people.
Okay.
You know, because the blues has the biggest ring as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bessie Smith. There's Billie Holiday. There's
Oh, don't get started.
yeah. So don't tell me come sing blues, and then I gotta watch you learn how to dance to it. I have a problem with that.
She's smelling the microphone.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. No more titles. I can sing them, and I
Right.
will do it.
Right? Whenever you want
When
it.
my spirit says
Whenever it
do
moves you, yes.
And it comes through in all my shows. I do everything. So
yeah.
you're going to get blues, you're going to get jazz, you're going to get gospel, you're going to get folk. You're going to get it all. That's why I say no more titles, please.
Okay.
I want to be allowed.
I'll just say, Coco Taylor, please.
Yeah, well, I always do Coco Taylor.
Good.
That's
See?
my theme song.
There you go.
I mean, I can't go anywhere and not sing that song.
Which song?
Wang Dang Doodle.
Well, there you go. Wang,
Can't.
dang, do.
Can't.
Me and Willie
And
Dixon.
then the the Latin people, they take it a whole nother spot, and then I have to say come back, and they bring it back.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of fun because I never know where it's gonna go.
Oh, I
right?
got to hear this.
It's funny. It's funny.
So you're live streaming these shows, aren't you?
I'm gonna start.
You're
I
gonna
got
get
the
that
equipment.
computer
I
going.
need somebody that come. I can't live scream and sing.
Yeah.
So I need somebody who's. I got the equipment. If anybody wants to help me do this,
We're gonna put that together for you.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Because there's so many people I know all over the United States. Remember, I hitchhiked 3 times, so I know a lot of people.
That's right.
That I'm so proud to say they're still my people.
Nice hat.
Yeah,
I like your hat.
Oh, I'm the hat lady.
Yeah, I know. I'm a hat person too.
I got some hats.
I get you. All right, we could go on all day,
All
but
right,
we're going to wrap it up. Thank you very much, Elnah Jordan.
And what's his name again?
Christian Sadler, my engineer.
Christian, thank you so much.
We're going to pick up this conversation on another day. And thank you very much for being here. It is Blues to Do TV. Did I say this already? Real music, real people, real stories. Okay, check you next week.